Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about something we all crave but rarely admit being unforgettable. It's not about vanity, nor is it about manipulation. It's about connection, authenticity, and leaving a mark so deep that your absence feels like a void. Creating emotional memories is about leaving an indelible mark on someone's heart through meaningful interactions. It's not necessarily about grand gestures or elaborate efforts, but about the moments that resonate deeply on a personal level. These moments can come from shared laughter, authentic conversations, or the simple act of being present when it matters most. What makes these memories stick is their emotional depth, the way they make someone feel seen, valued, and understood. Think about the times in your own life that stand out. It's rarely the flashy events or the meticulously planned outings that stay with you. Instead, it's the spontaneous moments of connection, like a heartfelt conversation during a quiet walk or the unspoken understanding shared in a time of need. These experiences go beyond the surface and tap into something deeper, forming a connection that lingers long after the moment has passed. When you invest your energy into creating these emotional moments, it requires being genuine and attentive. Listen actively, not just to respond, but to truly understand. People remember how you made them feel far more than what you said or did. A simple compliment, when sincere and timely, can make someone's day and etch itself into their memory. Small acts of kindness, like remembering someone's favorite coffee order or checking in when you know they're going through a tough time, show thoughtfulness and care, which leave a lasting impression. These memories are not about manipulation or trying to be unforgettable for the sake of ego. They're about fostering genuine human connection. The beauty of emotional memories is that they are mutual. They touch both people involved. When you create such moments, you're also enriching your own experience and relationships. Consistency matters too. A single moment of connection can be powerful, but a series of them builds trust and depth in relationships. The more consistently you create opportunities for emotional resonance, the stronger the bond becomes. It's like planting seeds over time, nurturing them with care, and watching them grow into something that lasts. At the same time, emotional memories are not always tied to happiness alone. Helping someone through a difficult time or sharing in their vulnerability can also forge an unbreakable bond. Being there for someone when they're at their lowest shows a level of loyalty and compassion that is hard to forget. It proves that you value them beyond surface-level interactions. Emotional memories are about showing up authentically, bringing value to every interaction, and making people feel truly appreciated. When you consistently offer genuine moments of connection, you become someone whose absence is felt. That's the power of emotional memories. They turn fleeting interactions into lasting impressions, ensuring that you're not only remembered but deeply missed. Showing value in a relationship or interaction is about demonstrating what makes you unique and indispensable to someone's life. It's not about trying to be someone you're not. Instead, it's about embracing and highlighting your authentic qualities that bring something meaningful to the connection. People are drawn to individuals who add value, whether that value comes in the form of inspiration, support, joy, or even a sense of adventure. To make someone miss you, you must first make them realize how much your presence enhances their life. Value can take many forms, and it often starts with self-awareness. Knowing your strengths, passions, and unique qualities allows you to showcase them in a way that feels natural. Are you a great problem solver, a reliable source of comfort, or someone who always brings positivity to the room? These traits are part of what makes you valuable to others. When you confidently embody these qualities, you naturally stand out, and people begin to associate you with the benefits you bring to their lives. Demonstrating value isn't about constantly giving or trying to prove yourself. It's about quality over quantity. For example, a single thoughtful gesture can have a far greater impact than multiple superficial ones. If someone is facing a challenge, offering your time, energy, or expertise shows you care and are willing to invest in their well-being. These acts of value are memorable because they create a sense of reciprocity and gratitude in the other person. Another critical aspect of showing value is authenticity. People are quick to recognize when someone is being disingenuous or overextending themselves to seek approval. Authenticity, on the other hand, is magnetic. When you're true to yourself and honest in your interactions, you exude a confidence that others find compelling. They see you as someone who is not only trustworthy but also comfortable in their own skin, which makes your presence feel even more meaningful. It's also important to respect your own boundaries and worth. Showing value doesn't mean being available all the time or sacrificing your own needs for others. On the contrary, when you prioritize your goals, passions, and self-care, you become more attractive because you show that you value yourself. This self-respect sets the tone for how others perceive and treat you. In relationships, whether personal or professional, value can also come from being a source of encouragement and inspiration. When you consistently support someone's dreams, celebrate their successes, and help them grow, you become a positive force in their life. Over time, they'll associate you with progress, joy, and comfort, making your absence all the more noticeable. Showing value is about being someone who enriches the lives of those around you in meaningful ways. When you consistently bring something unique and irreplaceable to the table, people naturally feel your absence when you're not there. It's not about trying to be missed, but about being so impactful that missing you becomes inevitable. Maintaining mystery is a powerful way to captivate others and leave them wanting more. It's not about withholding your personality or being secretive, rather, it's about revealing yourself gradually and intentionally. People are naturally drawn to what they don't fully understand. Mystery creates intrigue, and intrigue sparks curiosity, making others eager to learn more about you. This sense of curiosity is what keeps you in their thoughts long after an interaction. To maintain mystery, start by resisting the urge to overshare. In today's world, where people often lay everything out on the table quickly, being a little more reserved can be incredibly refreshing. When you don't immediately reveal everything about your life, interests, or feelings, you create an air of intrigue that draws people in. This isn't about playing games or being manipulative, it's about pacing the flow of information to allow relationships to grow organically. Mystery doesn't mean being vague or evasive. Instead, it means being intentional about what you share and when. For instance, rather than giving detailed answers to every question, share just enough to pique someone's curiosity. Let your actions, interests, and passions speak for themselves rather than constantly explaining them. This approach not only builds intrigue but also makes your words and gestures more impactful. Another way to maintain mystery is to cultivate a multifaceted personality. When you have diverse interests, hobbies, and experiences, people are naturally curious about how you navigate so many dimensions. It creates an element of unpredictability. They never quite know what to expect from you, which keeps things exciting. However, it's important to be authentic. The mystery you create should reflect your genuine self rather than a facade. Space and unpredictability also play significant roles in maintaining mystery. Don't always be available or predictable in your actions. When people can't fully anticipate your responses or schedule, they start to wonder about you, and this wondering keeps you in their minds. Similarly, taking time apart in relationships can amplify mystery. During moments of separation, they'll find themselves reflecting on what you might be doing, thinking, or feeling. Nonverbal communication is another powerful tool. A knowing smile, a thoughtful pause, or a slight change in tone can communicate volumes without revealing too much. Sometimes what you don't say can be just as impactful as what you do say. These subtle cues invite others to interpret and imagine, creating layers of intrigue. Importantly, maintaining mystery doesn't mean being distant or cold. You can still be warm, kind, and engaging while leaving some parts of yourself unexplored. This balance is key because it ensures that your mystery is appealing, not frustrating. It's about fostering curiosity while still building trust and connection. Mystery is about leaving room for discovery. When you don't reveal everything at once, you create opportunities for deeper exploration over time. This gradual unfolding keeps relationships dynamic and makes people long to know more about you, ensuring you stay on their minds and in their hearts. Being genuinely busy is an essential element of creating value and fostering a sense of longing in relationships. When your life is rich with purpose, passion, and productivity, it not only adds depth to your character but also makes your presence feel more significant to others. People naturally gravitate toward those who are driven and focused because it shows that you respect your own time and have goals that matter to you. When you're genuinely busy, you're not just filling your schedule for the sake of appearing important. Instead, you're actively engaging in pursuits that align with your values and passions. This could mean focusing on your career, investing in your hobbies, strengthening your personal growth, or spending quality time with family and friends. Living a full life demonstrates that you are self-sufficient and content within yourself, which is an attractive quality that inspires respect and admiration. Having your own goals and commitments signals that you are not overly dependent on others for validation or happiness. It creates a healthy balance in relationships by showing that while you value the connection, you also prioritize your personal growth. This balance is crucial because people tend to value what they have to work for. When your time and attention aren't easily available, they become more meaningful to others. Being busy adds an element of unpredictability to your interactions. If you're always readily available, it can diminish the excitement and anticipation that comes with spending time together. When you're focused on your priorities, it allows others to appreciate the moments they do have with you even more. It creates a sense of scarcity, which naturally increases your perceived value. Being genuinely busy doesn't mean neglecting or ignoring people. It's about being intentional with your time and ensuring that when you do engage with others, you're fully present. Quality over quantity is key here. When you make time for someone despite a busy schedule, it communicates that they are important to you, and this can strengthen the bond you share. It's also important to communicate your busyness in a way that is authentic and respectful. Avoid using it as an excuse or a way to create distance. Instead, let your actions speak for themselves. When people see you actively working on your dreams or dedicating time to meaningful pursuits, it naturally commands admiration. It shows that you're a person with purpose, which makes your presence in their life feel special. Being busy contributes to your own sense of fulfillment. When you're actively pursuing your goals, you build confidence and self-worth, which radiates outward. This inner contentment is magnetic, making people want to be around you and in your absence miss the positivity and energy you bring. Being genuinely busy is about living a life that is full and meaningful. It's about creating a balance where your time and attention are valued both by yourself and by those who are fortunate enough to share in your journey. When you live with purpose, people will naturally miss the unique light you bring to their lives. Kindness and gratitude are powerful tools for leaving a lasting impression on others and ensuring they miss your presence when you're not around. These qualities go beyond simple gestures, they speak to the core of human connection. When you consistently show genuine kindness and express gratitude, you create a sense of warmth and appreciation that resonates deeply with people. Kindness is impactful because it's rare to encounter someone who is truly thoughtful and considerate in their interactions. Whether it's offering a helping hand, lending an ear during a tough moment, or giving a heartfelt compliment, acts of kindness show that you care. These gestures, no matter how small, have a way of staying with people because they evoke positive emotions. When someone feels valued and supported, they associate those feelings with you, making your absence noticeable. Gratitude, on the other hand, amplifies the connection by recognizing the efforts and presence of others. When you take the time to acknowledge and appreciate what someone has done for you or what they mean to you, it reinforces their significance in your life. A simple thank you or a genuine expression of appreciation can make a person feel seen and validated. These moments of acknowledgement often linger in their memory, building a sense of mutual respect and affection. What makes kindness and gratitude even more powerful is their authenticity. People can quickly sense when actions or words are insincere. Genuine kindness comes from a place of selflessness, while true gratitude is heartfelt and specific. For example, Instead of a generic thanks for everything, a more meaningful acknowledgement might be, I really appreciated the way you supported me during that stressful week. It made a big difference. Specificity shows that you're paying attention and that your words come from a place of truth. These qualities also have a ripple effect. When you treat someone with kindness and gratitude, it often inspires them to reflect the same behavior back towards you and others. This mutual exchange strengthens bonds and creates a positive cycle of connection. Over time, these consistent acts of goodwill shape the way people perceive you. They see you as a source of comfort, positivity, and emotional safety, a person whose presence adds immense value to their life. Kindness and gratitude aren't about grandiose acts, they thrive in the everyday. Sending a quick message to check in, remembering small details about someone's preferences, or simply being present during a challenging moment all contribute to building emotional connections. These small, thoughtful actions show that you value the relationship and prioritize the other person's well-being. When you embody kindness and gratitude, you make people feel good about themselves and about their relationship with you. These feelings linger long after you've left, creating a void that can only be filled by your unique energy and presence. In this way, your kindness and gratitude become a part of your legacy in their lives, ensuring that you're deeply missed whenever you're not around. Creating space in a relationship is one of the most effective ways to foster a sense of longing and appreciation. Space allows individuals to step back, reflect, and truly recognize the value someone brings to their lives. In a world where constant communication and availability are often mistaken for closeness, giving room to breathe can be a refreshing and impactful strategy for strengthening bonds. When you allow space, you give people the opportunity to miss you. If you're always present, whether physically, emotionally, or digitally, your presence can become something that's taken for granted. Absence disrupts this familiarity. It gives others the time to notice the unique role you play in their lives and how different things feel when you're not around. The moments of quiet make your voice, energy, and personality stand out even more. Space also cultivates a sense of independence for both parties. It shows that you respect your own time and theirs, allowing them to maintain their individuality. This independence fosters a healthier dynamic in relationships, as it reduces the likelihood of becoming overly dependent or enmeshed. When people have the freedom to pursue their own interests and goals, they often bring fresh perspectives and experiences back to the connection, enriching it further. Creating space isn't about intentional detachment or withdrawing affection. It's about finding a balance that nurtures both closeness and autonomy. For example, rather than constantly texting or calling, you might let a few hours or even a day pass between conversations, especially when there's no urgent need. Similarly, taking time for yourself, whether it's to pursue a hobby, focus on work, or simply relax, sends a message that you value self-care and personal growth, which is an attractive quality. The key to making space work is communication. If you suddenly pull back without explanation, it might be misinterpreted as disinterest or neglect. But if you express the importance of personal time and balance in a relationship, it sets the stage for understanding. For instance, saying something like, "I've been focusing on some personal projects lately, but I'm looking forward to catching up soon," reassures the other person that your space taking isn't a reflection of diminished care. Space builds anticipation. When there's a gap between interactions, it creates room for curiosity and excitement. People begin to wonder what you've been up to, what stories you'll have to share, or when they'll see you next. This anticipation not only heightens their appreciation for you, but also makes your eventual presence more meaningful and memorable. Space allows relationships to breathe and grow naturally. It ensures that connections are built on mutual respect and admiration rather than constant proximity. By giving others the time to reflect and miss you, you create a deeper, more lasting impact. In the end, space isn't about creating distance, it's about creating the opportunity for your presence to be truly valued and cherished. Being a great listener is one of the most powerful ways to connect with others and ensure that your presence is valued and missed. When you truly listen to someone, you provide them with a rare and meaningful experience of being heard and understood. This skill goes beyond simply hearing words. It requires attention, empathy, and a genuine desire to understand the other person's thoughts and feelings. Listening is about giving someone your undivided attention, which is a gift in a world filled with distractions. When you put down your phone, maintain eye contact, and focus entirely on the speaker, you send a clear message: you matter to me. This level of attentiveness is not just appreciated, it's unforgettable. People feel valued when they know they have your full attention, and this creates a bond that lingers even in your absence. Empathy is a crucial part of effective listening. It's not enough to hear what someone is saying, you need to understand and feel their emotions. This means putting yourself in their shoes and responding in a way that shows you care. For instance, if someone shares a personal challenge, a good listener doesn't immediately offer solutions or dismiss their feelings. Instead, they might say, "That sounds really difficult. How are you holding up?" This response validates the speaker's emotions and encourages them to open up further, deepening the connection. Great listeners also pick up on the unspoken cues, the tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language that reveal more than words can. By paying attention to these subtleties, you demonstrate that you're truly attuned to the person's experience. This creates a sense of safety and trust, making you someone they feel comfortable confiding in. Over time, this trust becomes a foundation for a meaningful relationship, and your absence will be felt because it's hard to find someone who listens with such depth. Another key aspect of listening is withholding judgment. People are often hesitant to share their thoughts or feelings for fear of being criticized or misunderstood. When you create a non-judgmental space where they can express themselves freely, it strengthens their connection to you. They associate you with acceptance and understanding, making you a source of comfort and positivity in their life. Being a great listener doesn't mean you have to remain silent. Reflecting on what someone has said, asking thoughtful questions, or summarizing their points can show that you're engaged and genuinely interested. For example, saying, "So you're feeling overwhelmed because of the deadlines at work, but you're also excited about the new project," right? Demonstrates that you've not only heard their words, but also understood their underlying emotions. Protected and cared for, qualities that are rare and cherished. In your absence, they'll remember the way you made them feel truly understood, and they'll miss the unique comfort and clarity that comes from being around someone who listens with intention and heart. Consistency is a cornerstone of building meaningful connections and making people miss your presence when you're not around. It's about being reliable, trustworthy, and steadfast in your behavior, creating a sense of stability that others come to value deeply. When you consistently show up as someone who is dependable and true to your word, you form a bond that lingers in the minds and hearts of those you interact with. Consistency begins with aligning your actions with your words. If you say you'll do something, follow through. This reliability builds trust, which is a foundational element of any strong relationship. People value those they can count on, whether it's for support, encouragement, or simply showing up when needed. Over time, this predictability creates a sense of comfort and security, making your presence feel irreplaceable. Emotional consistency is equally important. Being stable in how you respond to others, especially during challenging times, creates an environment where they feel safe and understood. If someone knows they can approach you without fear of unpredictable reactions, they'll seek your company and advice when they need reassurance. This reliability becomes a source of emotional grounding for them, making your absence more noticeable. Another critical aspect of consistency is showing genuine interest in others. When you consistently make an effort to check in, celebrate their successes, and support them during hardships, it communicates that you value the relationship. This doesn't mean overextending yourself or being constantly available. It's about maintaining a steady presence that reinforces your care and commitment. Small but regular gestures, like a quick message, a thoughtful comment, or remembering important details about their life, go a long way in demonstrating your consistent investment in the connection. Consistency also builds a sense of anticipation. When people know what to expect from you in terms of positive energy, thoughtful conversation, or kindness, they begin to look forward to your interactions. Over time, they start to associate you with those reliable moments of joy or support, creating a sense of longing when you're not there. Being consistent doesn't mean being monotonous. While stability is key, it's also important to balance it with spontaneity and growth. Consistency should reflect your core values and how you treat others, but it doesn't mean you can't surprise people with a new perspective, skill, or shared experience. This dynamic combination of reliability and occasional novelty keeps relationships fresh and engaging. Inconsistency, on the other hand, can erode trust and connection. When people don't know what to expect from you, it creates uncertainty, which can push them away. By contrast, consistent behavior fosters a sense of dependability that strengthens bonds and keeps you in their thoughts. Consistency is about showing up as your authentic self in a reliable way. It builds trust, deepens relationships, and ensures that people feel valued in your presence. When you embody consistency, you create an irreplaceable role in their lives, ensuring that your absence is felt and your return is eagerly anticipated. As we bring this journey to a close, remember that making someone miss you is not about manipulation or playing games. It's about creating genuine, meaningful connections that leave an indelible mark on their hearts. It's about showing value, embracing mystery, living with purpose, and expressing kindness and gratitude. It's about giving space to grow, listening with intention, and being consistent in who you are and what you bring to the table. When you live with authenticity and purpose, you naturally create a presence that is magnetic and unforgettable. People will miss you because they feel the depth of your impact, the warmth of your kindness, and the irreplaceable light you bring to their lives. So go out there and be the best version of yourself, not for the sake of being missed, but for the sake of living a life so full, so vibrant, and so meaningful that your absence is felt as deeply as your presence is cherished. Thank you, and may you continue to inspire, uplift, and leave a legacy that resonates long after you've walked out of the room.